Alright, we're back. Somewhere around here is...
So, around here is Solomon's Temple.
Solomon's Temple?
You know, like King Solomon from the Bible?
Oh!
Because it says Solomon's Folly.
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. I have no idea what she's talking about, and I'm Catholic. Well, technically I'm Catholic. Not exactly.
Technically, I was born Catholic, but baptized Presbyterian.
Which sounds confusing to me.
No, I want to know what's really confusing? My dad, who is Roman Catholic. My mom is a Southern Baptist. They birthed a Presbyterian and an atheist.
So your sister's the atheist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, better or worse.
I don't know. I'm not the most religious person, so it's just like, I don't. Like, worship whatever you want. I don't know.
My dad kind of lost his thing with religion too because he used to go to Catholic school, and he has like
I did.
Catholic school in the 50s though.
Oh boy. Well,
he has like literally like on his because I never realized this.
Scars from the rulers.
Even worse.
Burn marks from the ruler.
Mm-mm. My dad has like a big indentation right here because he used to be left-handed and he used to write, and the nun noticed he was writing with his left hand, took his pencil and stabbed his hand.
Jesus. Would not like that if you were around.
My dad used to get shoved up on the lockers by the different fathers if his button underneath his tie was just unbuttoned, and all this and that, and get beaten with the rulers and stuff. And so it was because of that he kind of like lost his interest with religion. He's like, if this is how it is for religion, like having a religion, he says, no thanks.
That's what I've been saying to everybody. It's just like being Catholic is such an abusive. It's like such an abusive relationship, and it's just like, who wants that? Not me. It's just like I keep hearing like, oh, God loves you. I'm like, I don't see it. Like, children dying of cancer. I mean, how is this okay? Like, I don't. It's really hard when like half of your family is like hardcore, like old school Hispanic. I mean, most of them don't really do the church thing anymore, but my mom does. So it's just like, we've had like actual arguments about this. And it's just like, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I only go to church because
of your mom?
Yeah, because she goes, and it's just like, it's something I want to do with her. Because she feels it in her heart that like she needs to go to church and she'll feel better and all that. And it's just like, I don't believe that. And,
yeah,
but,
like,
she won't, that's how she feels about it. So I'm just like, okay, I mean, I could spend that hour doing literally anything else, but okay, I'll go with you. But it's just like, it's just like, where is this love I keep hearing about?
yeah, and then also too, there's also that thing of the uniform you need is somewhere in the camp.
Okay, so basically while we were shooting the breeze, Nigel West Dickens told us that there's an U.S. Army train heading into Mexico.
Oh, and then the uniform is...
so you have to disguise yourself as a soldier, get on that train, and go into Mexico. That's how you get into Mexico. See, wasn't that much shorter? So you can either help these deserters fight off the zombies, or you can just like kill them and take it. I usually help them because there's a lot of zombies. Because if you help them, they're just like, oh, the uniform.
You can take whatever you need.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, we got a uniform, you can have it. Okay, so what were you saying?
About what? Huh?
We were talking about religion.
Oh yeah, so
being Catholic and all that.
That's literally what my dad just like. He's just lost his interest with the religion because of him growing up. And
I mean, I'm the same way.
I'm the same way too. I mean, I'm sitting here just thinking to myself, like, cool, God is this great and powerful guy, but if he's this loving person, why does shit happen to good people? Why can't shit happen to the bad people? And then also too, like you mentioned, kids with cancer. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck allows kids to get cancer? When I see like these commercials for like Children's Hospital where they say they let kids be kids, and like, yeah, let kids be kids. Let's have them not get fucking cancer. Yeah. That's how you have kids be kids.
Now I forgot what I was gonna say.
And it kind of reminds me like this how one of my friends went to a concentration camp, like when she was touring Europe, and she saw one of the inscriptions like on like one of like the cells where the Jews were kept, written in German that that they don't have to, what was it, to the effect of, God, I'm not going to be asking for God's forgiveness. God is going to be demanding mine. Or something to that effect.
That's pretty heavy stuff.
But, you know, let me try to see if I can find that quote. Because it's
this got a lot heavier. Like, this is supposed to be like a comedy show. It's like, ooh,
it's gotten heavy, but
poop and farts and all that. And it's just like, see, this is the difference between doing the show with Jake and doing the show with you. Yeah. It's just like we can get into the more like intellectual, heavy stuff. Whereas like me and Jake, it's just like, oh, look at those robots. They sing "I Shot the Sheriff." Ha ha ha. Now I'm kind of wishing.
Oh, this is what the phrase was that was on in a camp cell. It says, "If there is a God, he will have to beg for my forgiveness."
Yeah. And that was back when people were like super religious. It's like,
well, a lot of Jews during that time lost their faith after that, and it's understandable. It's extremely understandable why they lost their faith. But that's like, for me, that's like the reason for like one of the main reasons why it's extremely hard for me. It's extremely hard for me to believe that if there is a God, that this God is all loving and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because it's just like, where's the evidence?
Give me proof that what he's done is
clearly, by all these actions, I remember what I was going to say, God is a man.
Yes.
Like, I know there are women that can be cruel and all that, but Jesus. Like, anybody who's like, oh, God is a woman, like, no. Not from what I've seen. Oh, this is the semi-automatic pistol. I'm like, didn't I get a gun? Oh, Jesus. Like, get away from me. Do you mind? Crap, I was gonna say. Yeah, but it's just like, it's amazing to see, like, the changes in, like, attitude towards religion, just even from, like... Okay, this is probably a weird thing to bring it up, but, there's this, restaurant near us. I mean, us collectively. This is for the audience's benefit. Called Little Jace.
Yeah.
And they have these... This stuck with me for some reason. I just thought it was, like, really... Like, wow, what a change of the times. They used to... They don't now anymore for some reason. They used to have, like, these old advertisements for, like, restaurants or whatever in town. From, like, the 50s or whatever. And they have one for this restaurant advertising their breakfast. And on the advertisement, which presumably was in, like, the newspaper or whatever, it says, breakfast for before or after church. And it's just like, I really, like, that really hit me. Like, boy, you would not see something like that anymore these days.
Right?
Like, religion just as a whole is not really, like, that big a deal in our society like it used to be. Because it's just like, it's the same thing, like, how the Pledge of Allegiance used to have under God, and it doesn't anymore, and there used to be prayer in school, and there isn't anymore. And it's just like, it got me thinking, it's just like, has it become progressive? Because, like, as a whole, we're becoming more open to other religions, or are we just, like, kind of turning away from religion as a whole? Is it both? I still am in shock at how, like, legitimately serious this conversation has gotten.
Yeah, right?
It's like, how did it come to this? Like, here I am shooting zombies.
Like,
I blew that guy's hat off inadvertently. And it's just like, oh, religion and...
It kind of reminds me of like this one interview that the actor Stephen Fry did, where he blatantly talks about how he's an atheist and he's actually proud to be an atheist and calls out like the hypocrisy of religion and stuff.
Yeah,
and like how he turned around and he said, so in order for me to have a seat at his table, referring to God, he said, I have to abide by his rules, live my life according to how he says it. He says, no. He says, that's not where I want to sit. I don't want to have to follow a certain set of rules just to sit at a goddamn table.
Sorry,
he's like, I'd rather
freaking out. I almost fell off.
He turned around and he said that he would rather, get up from that table and leave.
I just pushed the guy off the train on accident. Alright. I was trying to get here because there's ammo or something. Would you stop spitting at me, please?
Would you kindly?
Wait, I can't access the... So the guy died for nothing. That's great.
What's that up ahead?
The train...
A guy with a mustache!
Yeah.
With a mustache, and I kind of told you that you should grow.
It would take years. You and Jake will be old and collecting Social Security waiting for your grandkids to call by the time I could grow that thing.
Butts.
Can't go one damn day without butts, apparently. I wasn't going to do this on the show, but I'm just like, I need to know. I want your honest-to-God thoughts about Jake's butt. What do you think of it?
It's a really, really, really good butt.
Because, we make fun of it and all, but it's just like...
that is, for me, in my humble opinion, what a butt should be.
And I agree, because I'm just like... You don't see guys with, like, such a massive, shapely butt.
No.
So it's just, like, really, like... I'm just in awe of it.
Every once in a while when I see him at work and I see, his butt, and I'm just like, damn, son. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, that man's mine. Yeah. I there's actually one day.
It reminded me of Guardians. Like, this is our booty!
What was it? What was it? There was actually one time I actually said out loud, like, damn, I am so lucky that he is mine. He's like, why? I'm like, do you see the ass on that guy?
Yeah, because I'm just like wondering, like, she has to actually really like it. She must. Because, like, it's so cumbersome. I'm just like, I have to know what does she really... Yeah, this is getting dicey. I wasn't able to target these things for a minute there.
They're crawling out of the ground. What?
Well, they're dead, so... Now I'm just on my own. Well, I'm glad that we've gotten that out in the open, finally.
I actually turned around and I said to another coworker that Jacob has the perfect ass for the football pants.
Because
I turned around and I openly admitted to someone, I was like, why do you watch football? I'm like, do you see how great their asses are in their uniforms? And then I kind of looked over and he's like, Jake's ass would be amazing in that.
I've been playing Madden 07 lately on my own. I've been kind of going back and playing it now with my knowledge of who became a superstar and all that. I actually gave a certain quarterback who shall remain nameless on camera a butt like Jake's, it's actually kind of hilarious to see him like scrambling around with a big butt. Because I
Does he kind of walk like Jacob with his like straight up and butt out?
Sadly, no. But it's just like when I see this guy drop back to pass, I'm like, this could 100% be Jake. I'm like, damn, you're really good at football. I'll tell you who after the episode because I don't want to get in trouble. Because I think this person's time of recording, this person's still playing, and they don't actually have a big butt, but it's funny. I was just like, what if I give him a big butt? I'm gonna go here. No, I'm not gonna go there. Because
where do you have to go to the Los Hermanas?
well, this is the end of the game. It takes place around here.
Oh, Escalera.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go to this one, even though you can get a really good rifle. I'm gonna go here. So I think that will be a town to save.
Ooh.
So we're gonna end the episode right now, and we'll pick it up at Tesoro Azul, which is blue something. I don't know all the Spanish. I'm learning. I'm in the process of learning. Because I'm, like I said, I'm half Mexican, but I'll talk about it more in the next episode.